Sorry, guys. Not fashionably late. All right, I'm not going to pay too much attention to the comments today. I might a little bit, but no one's here, which is good. So for now, which is a ridiculous thing to say for doing a live, right? No one's here. That's good. But okay. So, dude, I've been delving into the topic of remote viewing. So, what an interesting, crazy topic. If you don't know what it is, remote viewing is basically the ability to like aggregate data accurately, usually by sketching with ideograms or just sketches guided by your subconscious with your hand that produce accurate information regarding a person, place, or thing in a different location in a different time or the same time without knowing how you did it. Which is, wow, like what a mind-blowing fucking definition for something. It's pretty crazy, man. I've been diving like hella deep into this subject, and it's pretty wild, man. There's a class online on YouTube that I just discovered the other day, and it's broke up into 3 or 4 like 2 to 3 hour courses, and I started taking it, and I'm blindly following the lead of these people. It just seems legit to me. The format is like from the early 2000s. It seems even older than that, maybe, but like it's just this really grainy kind of poorly shot like classroom setting where this guy and this chick, he's older, like middle-aged man and woman, go over exactly how to remote view, and they speak about it as if they're working for the government somehow. It's really wild, and it seems pretty legit, and I had a bit of a fucking breakthrough with it. So they have a very strict protocol with remote viewing. It's very strict. So like, and I think different places, different people do it different ways, but it's all pretty much the same way. You start with a random generated number, and you're like assigned a target, and you're given no information about it. And basically, I started following the steps in this, and the target was a volcano, and it blew my mind when I found that, when I saw they flipped the picture over, and it was literally like what I drew. It blew my fucking mind, dude. It was insane. Gateway process? Is that what it's called? It might be called that. I'm gonna put the links for these like courses in the description. And so we did the first target together. So what I plan on doing is I'm gonna watch this whole series again and keep kind of aggregating data from different sources, and then I'm gonna do my own targets here on this channel to see if like you guys can figure out the targets and whatnot. Oh, that's a good one, Gabe. It's kind of like that. So it's like, can I remote view what biddy you're holding? Kind of, but it's very strict. The protocol is very strict for it. So like, you would have to make whatever biddy you're holding the target. You could give me that information. You'd have to give me that information with an assigned number. So you'd have to be like, okay, target or objective, target/objective, number 001039. You can say like, biddy I'm holding right now, or give me a hint, but you don't have to. And then I can like take that and start this whole process of like letting my subconscious push things out through like my pen. And like, it's really wild, man. They do these things they're called ideograms, and basically you're supposed to like impulsively make biddy 007 nice. You're supposed to like make a half a second like scribble, right? And this was crazy. So you do this ideogram, they'll be like, okay, go, and then you'll look at it, and there's basically 6 different squiggles you can make. Like straight lines represent energy, like circles usually represent people, like points represent a structure or a mountain. So when I did it, I did like this thing like straight up, like this is what I did. my ideogram looks something like this, like a triangle basically, but it had like a straight line here and there. So, and the target was a volcano, and like by the end of it, I wish I threw the fucking notebook away because I spilled coffee on it. But like, dude, it blew my mind, and I'm like, this has got to be some kind of magic trick. Then we did another target, and I got super close on that one. And I did this target with a whole different, like, there's a totally different people, totally different setting, and I got that one was it was like a ferry of like a boat, like a big ferry with people crossing like in New York, and mine was just my picture, and what I wrote was like a sailboat in the ocean. So like it was really close, and it's what I've concluded from doing this research, which I've done way too much of. Like I've been like blowing things off just to try to figure out this remote viewing. 100% there is something to it. There's 100% something to it. It's undeniable. What it is, I don't know. And then like anything else, like we have in our biddies here, and like how we have it in the Rockhound community, there is always drama. There's always some sort of like, oh wow, that protocol is fucked up, or we don't do it that way, or we don't do it this way. And like, as you would expect, people get involved and things get crazy. But I'm gonna do right now. I know there's like one or two people on. I'm just going to do a target for you guys. You probably have no idea what how to even remote view. But I'm gonna tell you the target number and I'm just gonna tell you the target number, and that's it. And then take as much time as you want and go in the comments section. And I won't release what it is for like a week. But if you nail it in the comments, I'll get a hold of you and let you know. So I'm going to make the target right now. Now, the target doesn't always have to be like, the target doesn't have to be me drawing something. It could be a picture. It could be like, I could put in an envelope. I could write, they did this, Mars, 1 million BC. That could be the target. It's like, it's crazy what it is. But I'm going to do the target right now. So I'm just going to sketch what the target is, and I'm going to tell you the number. This is random as shit. If you watch this on a rerun, just try it. Or on a rerun. When it uploads, just try it. So the target number, 7121-3484. Target number has nothing to do with anything. It's completely random. I could have made the target number 1 if I wanted. 7121-3484. That's your target / objective. And the target is right here. I'm drawing the target. This is really funny. This is pretty cool. I'm a horrible artist, but I think if you guess this right, or if you sketch this right, try to tap into your subconscious to extract what it is, then you'll know what this is. So just try it. Like, take a pen and paper, try to get into like a beta like mindset where your subconscious is piercing through. Don't use your brain. Just let your hand kind of sketch. Totally not within the protocol you're supposed to use, but I'm just curious to see if anyone happens to get it. Also, pick a 2-digit number between 0 and 100. I want you to pick a 2-digit number. Doesn't matter what it is. Think about it hard. I'm going to write it down right here along with the target. It's completely separate from the target. It's a different exercise. I wrote it down. See if you get that. And I will post this shit in like a day or two to see if anyone got it. So 69. I like it. I like how we're just guessing randomly, but yeah, Gabe, actually your pyramid guess is not too far off. But anyway, last time, target number 7121-3484. And then I wanted you to pick a 2-digit number, and here it is, wrapped up in here. The target's in here. I'm putting it aside, and I'll let everyone know what that is later. So I'm playing with remote viewing right now. It's really fun. It's really interesting because there is something to your subconscious, like it's as if it knows everything. It's wild. You know what I mean? It's completely fucking wild. I don't know. there's just something to it, and it's kind of got me by the balls right now, and I can't stop until, you know, I get it figured out, or I just have fun with it. But oh no, what happened? Dude, I got an email today from, well, it probably wasn't today, it was probably a while ago, but I just opened it today from Cynthia Driver on here, and she like emailed me this like 2 paragraph thing about how like it's so hard to explain. Like she just read me. She was really read who I am and just extracted like who I am in this email, and it blew my fucking mind. Um like and it got me to thinking like about stuff just differently. Like, because if you guys know me at all, you know I'm all over the place. Um and she just was like, dude, like you seem kind of like you're looking for something, you're a conundrum kind of thing. Like you love your kids, that's evident. You do this, you do that. Like it's like you slow down, and like it's right in front of you what you're looking for, kind of thing. Why do I look like an NBA player? Because I don't know, I'm 6'7". That might have something to do with it. I'd be the worst NBA player ever. Be out there smoking cigarettes and coughing and shit. Definitely. I did play basketball with like LeBron James and Stephen Curry, but that wasn't. I fucking stomped a mud hole in those dudes, so I quit because I was way too good. Absolutely not, dude. Um, so yeah, the remote viewing thing has been really incredible. Next time I come on here live, I'm gonna do some actual like protocol. If you guys like, if you guys want, I might start doing like a little session of or a little section on my channel where I just focus on the remote viewing and doing different targets and shit, and like checking in with you guys to see if we can get something figured out, just to play around with it. It's so fun, man. What I've learned so far is all the different protocols that there isn't like one specific one that works better than the other. It's just you kind of get into this like drama thing where people are arguing with each other, like that's not how you do it, that's not how you do it. Yeah. Yeah, new haircut. Yeah, it was. You want to know what a new haircut is for me? A new haircut is yelling at my kids with the bathroom door open and like cutting my hair in the mirror and making sure they don't kill each other while their friends are over. Yeah, I pulled that off. I always butcher my hair, but that's why I always have a hood up. So my my hair's always jacked up. But yeah, dude. So this probably won't be surprising to anyone, but it's a topic that I wanted to talk about because it's a really not a woo. It's a really sensitive topic, and everyone has their opinion about it. So like, so as you guys might know, may know from my channel. Thanks, Stephanie. That I had to do some time in jail last year. About this time, I got arrested on 2 warrants. Yeah, like this time last year, I was getting cuffed through this door and thrown in the fucking wagon, and I got a 90-day sentence on some bullshit. I live in Maryland. You guys know my name. Look up what I did. I didn't do shit. It's all bullshit. Whatever. It's in the past. Nothing I can do about it. Anyway, before that, and for years before that, I had been dealing with like like a baseline kind of depression, right? I think everyone kind of has that. We just have it at different like levels, I guess. And when I went to jail, it's almost torture because of the COVID protocol. They put new inmates in solitary for 10 days, 23 and a half hours lockdown, no contact with anyone in a fucking concrete room with nothing. And I mean nothing. Like, I had a thin little white sheet with holes in it. They let me keep my shoes because I wore a size 17 and they didn't have slides that would fit me. So I had my shoes, this thin white blanket, a steel fucking bed that my feet hang off of because I'm 6'7". And dude, I was alone in my own head for 10 days straight. And obviously fiending for like nicotine. I'm going through nicotine withdrawal. I was going through benzodiazepine withdrawal, which was absolutely terrible. Because I was taking that shit for my depression, and now I learned like I never needed that shit, man. I'm glad I'm not on it anymore. But like the level of hell I was in that place, if it wasn't for my kids, like, man, when I was in there, someone committed suicide in that tier, and another person died from like alcohol withdrawal. It's, dude, it locked me up in my own mind, in my own prison. Like, it was absolutely life altering, and like it allowed me in a way to kind of think like on this super simple creationist, or like this very simple level of like life and death and what's important and what's not important. And it gave me a perspective that like I tried to draw from being in jail. Like I tried to pull out the good, right? I try to, if I'm in a shitty situation, no matter what it is, I'm going to try to extract the best thing out of it, because that's all you can do, right? So when I was in there, it's like I kind of started looking at life since being in there as like depression and being idle are almost synonymous. Like some people just, it doesn't happen to them. They don't get into that depressed mindset because they don't ever switch gears to get into it. Like if you become stagnant and you become idle, you will become depressed. And if you think about life as like a roller coaster, we're all in this roller coaster, and the roller coaster can kind of represent like your job, your duties as a husband, a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, son, daughter, whatever, your family duties, your social attachments, the friends, your hobbies, things that you dump, things that you let chew up your bandwidth, right? Like you have a certain bandwidth that you can occupy it with different things. And what we do is we distract ourselves from the inevitable tragic reality of our own demise that's coming. You know, it's coming. And you can get into a really dark place when you stop. So like if you know someone who's suffering from depression and they stop and like they start to isolate, dude, like it's bad. You need to get them out of that. You need to like, you have to reach out to them, and they're going to be stubborn about it, and they're going to like resist certain things, and you have to find a gentle way of pushing them to like, it's not their fault, man. Like the depression thing's real, and I personally believe that pending that you don't have any physical issues, or like chemical shit going on, like you put somebody in nature that's going through depression and you make them go for a hike, or you just put someone in a position to look at their life differently, man, it will help them so much. Like it's just, I always come back to this roller coaster thing. Like you get off the ride for a little bit and you're watching everyone else on the roller coaster and you're like, dude, they're having fun. Like they're not even looking at the end of the ride. The end of the ride comes. We don't want to admit it, but it does. And when the end of the ride gets there, we lift up the bar and we're like, that was cool. You don't want to be the dude that's like getting on the roller coaster at the end, and being pissed off that the ride's over, like, or jumping out of the fucking roller coaster while it's running on the track. So like, I don't know. Depression is a real thing, man. It happens to people, and like, you shouldn't take lightly when people tell you that that's what's going on. Like, now, of course, there's people that abuse the shit out of that. Like, there's people that will absolutely jump on the bandwagon to get the benefits from it, whatever they see as benefits, the right to lay around and be lazy or whatever the fuck it is. So, turn to the biddies, let the biddies, yeah, turn to the biddies, dude. I'm telling you, do that. You have to, I always stress to people, for what it's worth, for what my opinion is worth or whatever, to like reevaluate your relationships with like your mom, your dad, your siblings, your kids, like wherever all of us have that one or two or handful of relationships that are fucked up, that are like, that are just, they've been messed up for a while, or you need to sever ties and you won't. Like, you got to do it. Whatever has to be done, do it. If it's for the better or for the, like, just get it done. And make sure you put everything you got into those relationships that you have, man. It's crazy, man. What else did I want to talk about? Life for, dude, I can't read my own handwriting. Oh yeah, so like, I've deduced, in my estimation of people driven by purpose in life, is that we're all on the hunt for the same thing in different formats through different mediums. Like, we're all seeking truth in some way, shape, or form. And it's like, that's a blanket kind of term, like, oh, truth, whatever, dude. Like, but the more I think about it, the more I go down that rabbit hole. Man, it looks like I've been snorting cocaine. The more I always end up at truth. I always end up back at truth for like everything, because we want to know, why we're here, like what's going on, like how, what the five, the handful of big questions: where, why, who, when. Like, we want all those answers. We want the truth, and we're going about seeking it in completely different ways, which is fine. And I look at it almost as like, if the universe was growing itself and it's using humans as an experiment to like, hey, what happens if we turn this part of ourselves, like the universe saying this? What if the universe is like, let's try human, as if they're growing like fingers or something. Like, they're trying to experience themselves in a different way, and like, we just kind of sprung up and they're like, I'm not really digging that, and they just the universe like abandoned us, or so. Like, I don't know, I go down these rabbit holes, man. And the crazy thing is, I haven't smoked any fucking ganja for like a year. It's been a minute, and I've been able to think like pretty much the same level. But my probation's over soon. I can't wait to fucking rip one, man. But you guys are awesome. Look, I'm gonna tell you about let me tell you the remote number one more time. So look, it's in here. Target 71213484. It's right here, and also a 2-digit number. But I want you to think on the 2-digit number. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jack? Jack just got here. Hey guys, Jack's here. Guys, Jack's here. So I don't have too much to go on about tonight. Oh, look, people are texting me. But I'm gonna be coming over the top with some pretty gnarly remote viewing sessions, and I want everybody involved in it that I can get involved in it. That'll like kind of take it seriously. Yeah, so today's Thursday. Tomorrow I got something planned. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. I know if you guys ever see that I post a live, I'll be like 9:30, and then I'll go change it to 9:45, then 10. And then last night it got so late I couldn't do it, and I'm sorry for that, dude. If you guys know me, you know me. Like, I try. But yeah, man, seek the truth. It shall set you free. Slow down a little bit. Enjoy your life. And put those relationships you have under a microscope and get them fixed. Get the cord cut, or fix the wounds, man, because you can't go through life like that. It's just not worth it. Not worth you losing out on things in life. And anyway, that's all for tonight. I love you guys. Bust them biddies. I'm going to get the drip coming soon. Love y'all. Talk to you tomorrow night. Good night. Good night.